sorry about that. You're here for my review on the C9. I know what you want. You want to know how I got on with this box. Well, I'll be honest. The reason I decided to do the C9 was because I'm advertising it for people to buy, and if I haven't used it myself, that's a bit hypocritical, right? I mean, how can I tell you how good it is if I haven't actually tried it myself? Go figure. So anyway, I gave it a try. Now, the one that I chose was the chocolate, which, as you know, it comes in chocolate and it comes in vanilla. Now, for those of you that have a sweet tooth, that's going to be absolutely fine. If you remember what, dare I say it, Burger King milkshake tastes like, their chocolate milkshake tastes just like that. I'm told the vanilla one tastes like ice cream. I haven't tried that one yet. I will try that shake and I will let you know, okay? It hasn't arrived yet, but I have ordered some to try. But anyway, oh my God, what can I say? I have a few tips for you. First of all, if you're going out anywhere, take your Fit Shake holder with you. In the bottom here is really handy because it comes off and you keep your shake in there. See how I've got mine in there? That's because I'm going to carry on with the plan. Oh yes, you heard the news here first. I'm carrying on to FIT1 and then I'm going on to FIT2. And you'll find out why in just a moment. But anyway, this comes off, okay? You fill up your water to the 300 mark, which is there. You can use skim milk. I did use skim milk to start off with, but then I switched over to just using water because I found with the skim milk it was a little bit too sweet. It was okay for the first few days, but then after the first few days, you know how your taste buds start to feel a little bit samey, so that's why I switched over to water. And then towards the last few days I switched back over to the skim milk, and that kind of helped me feel like I was having something different. It might not work for everyone, but it certainly worked for me. Anyway, so you fill your water up to the 300. You've got a great honeycomb type design here, which by the way comes out really easy so that you can clean it, but it stays in fantastically when you're shaking. So you have your water in there, you unclip this, put it in, put this back in. Now, if you get finicky with noises like me, you might want to hold this when you're shaking, otherwise it does this. Which when you're shaking for like a minute to a minute and a half at a time, it can get on your nerves. Sorry, I love you really. But yeah, or just not put it on in the first place. I put it on because I was taking it out and about with me and I wanted to be able to put it on my belt hoop sort of thing. Just so that I knew I had it with me. That way, if I was tempted whilst I was out and about, no, I'm not going to go and get a Coke from the shop. I'm not going to get a lemonade. I'm not even going to get myself a Red Bull. No, I stuck with my shake. Tip number 2. This is the Forever Aloe Vera Gel. Now, I have heard all kinds of things that people have said about this gel. That it makes you feel fantastic, that it gives you that little bit of an oomph. A few people call it go-go juice. The taste. If you don't have it in the fridge, for me, it didn't taste too good. It tasted okay the first couple of days, but then on the 3rd day, I was like, ooh, do you know what? I actually don't like this. How have I managed to drink it for 2 days when I actually don't like it? So I had a word with someone else who had previously done the C9 and they said to put it in the fridge. So I put it in the fridge. I was like, right, okay, I'll do that. And I left it for a good couple of hours for it to go cold. And then when I had it, I was like, ah, do you know what? This is fantastic. I can drink this. And I was fine. I also, on occasion, put it in the shake. Some people do that, some people don't. I got the idea of putting it in the shake because my mum, who's also done C9, she said that she puts this in her smoothies normally. So that's, you know, another way to take it. But anyway, that's my hot little tip there. So, how did I feel on the C9? Let's think. I did a bit of a pre-cleanse first, which basically involved adding the drink in, because I'm used to drinking the Forever Freedom and also the berry nectar. I wasn't really used to drinking this one. I have had it a few times, but up until now I hadn't really had it lots. So anyway, now I've added it to my daily routine. Within a few days of starting the pre-cleanse, I was sleeping better, I was waking up with more energy. I mean, for those of you who know me really well, you know that I need a nap. Daily. Sometimes more than daily, twice a day. I have been known to fall asleep in the afternoon, wake up late at night, roll over and go straight back to sleep until morning. It's part of, I have fibromyalgia and various things. But anyway, it's part of what happens for me. Anyway, I have had some amazing energy. How can I put this? A friend came to the door. Well, I say a friend, she's an old friend. I haven't seen her for absolutely ages. She turned up on the doorstep earlier with someone else that occasionally comes around. And I didn't recognise her at first. And she's got all like long hair, and I'm used to her having hair here. But she's used to seeing me hobbling around or in a mobility scooter. Because I really haven't been very well, but I'm actually starting to walk around more, and I'm just buzzing. I'm buzzing with energy and trying to do more. Actually having the energy to push myself, which I couldn't do before. I mean, there's a few months back, I couldn't walk for more than a few minutes, you know? Now I'm actually able to get to the other end of town. I can't get back, but I can get there, and that has happened really within the last 2-3 weeks. But anyway, what you're really going to want to know is my results, right? So, my weight. I started off at 16. And I must admit I cried. That is the one thing I didn't like about this plan, was writing down my weight and writing down how many inches were around various parts of my body. That for me was the toughest thing. Anyway, so I started off at 16. I'm now down to 15.2, which means I've lost 12 pounds, 12 pounds, 12 pounds, which I'm quite happy about, as you can tell. So when I got that bit of news, I was like, okay, let's get this tape measure out and let's find out what the measurements are. So, and I'm going to start off with the smallest bits because, well, you'll see. So my calves started off at 16.5 inches and they stayed at 16.5 inches, which to be honest I wasn't too surprised about, because I've always my entire life had big calves, so I wasn't too bothered about that. Then there was, let's have a look, my chest started off as 50 inches and is now 49.5 inches, so I only lost half an inch on my chest. But you know what? I don't care, because I kind of like having a bit of up here, you know, so I don't care. That's a feminine, womanly curve. I don't care that I've got that one, so I'm quite happy I kept that. Next, biceps. My biceps were 13 inches. They're now 12.5 inches, so I lost half an inch. I would have liked to have lost a little bit more there, but half an inch is half an inch, you know, that's good. Thighs. My thighs started off at 25.5 inches and they've gone down to 24.5, so I've lost an inch. My hips. This is actually somewhere I didn't think I was going to lose anything. I started off at 50 and now I'm 48. So I've actually lost 2 inches. That's not too bad. But wait till you hear this. And this is actually, this is what's done it for me. This is what's made me think, do you know what? I'm going to keep on with this. I'm going on to FIT1, going on to FIT2. Damn it, by the end of this year, I'm going to be a different person. Because my waist started off at an absolutely tears down my face when I was measuring 51 inches. And now it's 44.5, so it's 6.5 inches lost. Altogether, that makes 10.5 inches loss, which is this much. I have lost this much, most of which has come off my waist. That, ladies and gentlemen, is amazing. So anyway, thought I would let you know, okay? So there's my review and my result. Do you know what? I actually want to celebrate. So till the end of this month, whenever anyone buys a C9, I'm going to give them a free gift. Go crazy, guys. Get kick-started into that brand new you.